Stop chasing. Look, this is Marcel, aka Honey Bunny Sunny, and you know I'm on a mission to make you some money. Listen, today was a beautiful day in the group, beautiful day in the market. Listen, I'm telling you guys, when I come on here and I create a video, just pay attention. That's it. Just pay attention. Go back and look at the videos. They all work themselves out, right? They all, I'm telling you, each scenario and it works out, right? If you're new to this channel, welcome, right? Hit the subscribe button if after you see this video you got some value. If you ain't getting no value, then keep on scrolling. It ain't no point, right? Every day I'm showing up to make sure that I get you some money. That's why I say I'm Honey Bunny Sunny. I'm on a mission to make you some money. Every single day it's going to be some gem, but you got to be there to catch it. Okay, everybody else, let's go ahead and like this video up. Let's get some comments in here to get it into the algorithm so everybody that needs to see it can see it. All right, listen, today was, an incredible day in the market, exactly as we predicted, right? If you guys saw my stock pick video the other day, I talked about HEMS, I talked about Palantir, I talked about Hood. Each one of those did exactly what it was supposed to do. Matter of fact, they exceeded expectations by pumping even harder than what was expected, but I knew the pump was going to come either today or tomorrow. Now, we are in a short week, so even though things are working out, it's like, okay, you still want to have some sort of defense in place just in case there is some sort of rug pull going into the holidays. They bring it down, and then we continue pumping like after like December and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through what I saw, what happened, how we did in the group, and then I'm gonna give you just a little bit of insight on what you can expect in the next couple of weeks. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna just jump right into it. The first stock, I'm about to pull it up right now, and we are going to jump into it, man. It's always beautiful, when things work out exactly how they're supposed to, right? It's always beautiful to have a day like that, especially going into the holiday season. All right, so I got HEMS pulled up, right? So remember, in the stock picks for the week, if you haven't, go watch that video from yesterday. I talked about how I was in a HEMS swing, and look at what HEMS did. That's over a honey bunny, right? They call me Honey Bunny Sunny for a reason, right? I get multiple of these. This happened with HEMS, right? HEMS pump. I think I took like 130% on HEMS. I left a runner. I got to check and see what the runner is, but the runner's probably like, maybe like 200-300% at this point. Cause I got out when it was like up, I think like 3%. So this has been pumping all day. The same with Palantir has been pumping all day. And I'm gonna show y'all that in a second. So Palantir was another one I talked about, right? We had the reverse hammer. I said we got a reverse hammer, and when you get the reverse hammer off the order block, it is likely that the next candle is the confirmation candle. So a lot of people say wait for the confirmation, and I agree. Wait for the confirmation to go and swing, but if you get a reversal candle like this off an order block and it doesn't gap up, and then it kind of like, it's like slowly creeping up in the morning and then it comes back down, God just gave you a gift. You've been blessed. I said this in the group. TPC, if y'all are in here, tell them, did I say this in the group? I said Palantir just gave us a gift. Did I not say that before it went and pumped? And the reason is because when Palantir or any stock has a reversal, like I said, the next candle is typically the confirmation candle that we're waiting for. So sometimes we can be a little more risk on, meaning like, and I'm not talking about the amount of money, the money that you risk. I mean risk on in terms of like being more aggressive by getting an earlier entry. Now, if this wouldn't have worked out, we wouldn't have lost much because it was a small size that you were going into in the beginning. But once we saw this pumping, we were able to just continue adding contracts. So a stop loss would have been just below the previous candle low. So it's like, if this is getting ready to form a confirmation candle, why not ride that full confirmation? Now, if this closes like this, I'm making this video at about 11:28, so it's about an hour and a half left in the market. If this closes like this, then probably going to hold on to it and continue into swing territory because it will be the confirmation candle that we've been waiting for. You see how that works? So this is how you stay in trades long without being irresponsible, right? Don't just stay in a trade long for no reason, But if something is continuing to push up and it's forming that confirmation and you happen to get in early, it's no reason to get out the trade. All right, so that's Palantir. I hope y'all caught that. Same thing happened on Hood, y'all. The same thing happened on Hood. Exactly what we call. Y'all got to get into the Sunday watch list, the stocks that I'm talking about, because I'm not just picking random stocks. Like I said, we had the Bollinger Band, we had the order block, and we got a nice little pump. Now, again, I'm never going to leave you hanging, and I'm never going to be a person that's just like to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, right? We do need to also be cautious because we are in a week that is short, right? We do have Thanksgiving on Thursday. We do have Black Friday with the market closing early. No trading on Thursday and closing early on Friday. So you could see pumps start to lose steam, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, right? So that I just want you to be cautious. I don't want you to think that because you're seeing this pump that it's going to go on forever. There may be another little pullback right before we go into the holiday season, just so that you can, be aware. Or what may happen is we may get some consolidation because we had such a good day today. People are over the moon. They're happy. They're like, man, let me just go ahead and take my profits and just go ahead and go into the holidays. Same with Wall Street. You got people like, man, we getting ready to head back home. Like we done did it. It's no point in wasting money. So it's like, if you have decent profits, go ahead and take it. I would say tomorrow might be the last solid day this week. I don't think we get a full week of a pump. But, if you're up tomorrow, like say we close bullish today on everything and you're up tomorrow, it may be a good idea to go ahead and take those profits or go ahead and close out before the end of the day. I mean, we've done more than well. I think in NVIDIA, we're up like 20%, and we got that out until January. Hood is up. Palantir, we're up. I don't know. I haven't even looked at it. We probably up like 70-80% in Palantir, and that's till next week. So everything looks good. If you want to take profits, you want to, start your holiday early, I would not be against you doing it. Okay, so that's the market recap for today. I just wanted to go over like what we took. Like I said, I got 120 something percent on the HIMS play. Got I think like 70-80% on Palantir. NVIDIA is up, but I'm holding on to that because I'm swinging that into the new year. So just beautiful setups all around. Shout out to everybody in the group that was able to catch those plays. Man, we really killed it today as usual. Now, if you're looking for a trading home, I always got to leave you with this. The Prosperity Collective is the only way. Now, I know how a lot of you make decisions on what group to be in, but just, walk with me for a second. You see an ad and you see a person that's making money and you like, oh, I see that lifestyle. I want that lifestyle, right? Something that you don't consider is the energy. Something that you don't consider is who else is in that group, what else goes on in that group, and what is the reason that I'm listening to this person, right? And a lot of times you'll find yourself in a group not getting the results that you need because your learning style or what you need as a beginner trader is not being nurtured, right? You may succumb to popularity, right? You may succumb to, what you see the most frequently. But the reality is, if you're coming across this video, if you're coming across my boy Zay video, Isaiah D. Fowler on YouTube, I truly believe that you've been aligned with that video because we're coming with a different energy. We're coming with care, right? And I'm not using that to even brag or prop myself up. I just want you to understand that, like, I know what it feels like to lose a ridiculous amount of money, and I am committed to not allowing that to happen with you all, right? Every day I'm showing up for you, right? And I'm saying that with the utmost, like, just like genuine, intent, right? Because truly, it's not a sales pitch because you don't got to even join the group. Like, you got enough information here on YouTube, right? But what I've learned is that sometimes you just need a group of people that are like-minded because you might be on a journey by yourself. You might be doing something completely alone because your friends that you grew up with are on something else. They're doing something else, right? Your spouse may not understand this new thing that you're tinkering with, So you still on that journey to, convincing not just yourself but others that this is something that's legitimate, that can really buy you that freedom that you ultimately want to have. All right. I know you're going to succeed, right? I know you're going to do well. And like I said, I believe if you came across this video, it was a sign. Okay, so if you feel called, if you feel moved to join the Prosperity Collective, go ahead. If not, keep on dropping by, keep on learning, keep on working on your craft, and I know you're gonna make it to the other side. All right. This has been an incredible day. Like I said, I just wanted to come in and give you guys a little quick market update. Something I'm doing on Mondays, just to kind of get the juices flowing, get you guys, locked back in for the week. And I'll be back tomorrow with another amazing video. All right, I appreciate you guys day after day tuning into these videos. Stay locked in. Remember, invest smart, live free, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.